95% of lads think 5 days out from a photo shoot you're supposed to be starving, doing 2 hours of cardio, living on white fish and lettuce. That's not what I'm doing in Marbella. By the end of this, you'll know why I'm eating more, training heavier, and not panicking. 5 days out in the best shape of my life.
Good morning, YouTube. It is currently 5:50 in the morning. Your boy woke up at 3:30. My sleep has been in the bin since I've been this lean, but I'm buzzing to cover a full day in the life living in Marbella for all of you. Today's gonna be a fucking massive day. It's Monday. We're meeting my coach for an in-person check-in. I'm gonna be showing you my nutrition, gonna be showing you my physique, gonna be showing you what Marbella is like. So make sure you stay tuned for it because this is gonna be a good day. And would you look at that? We have got black espresso and also got my Ghost electrolytes. The best way to start every single day. Dolce Gusto pods. I might have to get some of these when I land in the UK and stay with my mum. Just out on my morning walk now, and would you look at that? Just outside the apartment, there's a fucking McDonald's. It's like temptation, left, right, and centre. We've got beach clubs, we've got Five Guys up the road, all these different nice restaurants, and I can't eat at them. So I wouldn't normally go out for a morning walk, but Gabriel brought up a very good point. We are literally living right down in the centre of Port Banus, and I've got this on my doorstep. It is absolutely amazing. So every single morning whilst I'm out here, I've got 10k steps to hit, which is much nicer than the 15k that I had the whole of prep. So I'm going to come down, get a little 1-2k steps in, and then I'm going to go back and get to messages, get back to Instagram, and just have a good start to the day. I think you can't fucking beat this. And the one thing about Marbella as well is the supercars. Look at that, Ferrari. I literally see supercars everywhere. So want to come somewhere and feel like a small fish in a big pond, I'd recommend coming to Marbella. Back from the walk now, I've just got a little 2k steps in, and before I get back to messages, I want to give everyone an update on my physique and what the plan is for this week. So right now it's Monday, we've got my photo shoot on Friday, so we're running peak week protocols. So peak week, ultimately, for a lot of people, they think that they will do peak week is going to take their physique from fucking standard to an insane level, and that's not the case. When you're looking at a photo shoot or a bodybuilding prep for anyone, the most important and most of the hard work is done over the prep. The peak week's just those final manipulations to take that physique to the next level. So I'm currently weighing in today, as of today, 69.4 kilos, which is a new low. I'm going to put up my visuals on screen here as well. Feeling very good, feeling on top. My midsection's nice and tight, my physique's looking good. I haven't got a tan yet either. I need to get a tan out in Marbella, that'll help my physique. This week is gonna be all about keeping stress low, keeping fatigue nice and low, and getting my body into a state where I'm not carrying so much water and essentially looking its best. So we've pulled steps from 15,000 down to 10,000, which that in itself is enough to drop a lot of stress because I'm not on my feet all day. I was literally doing everything. Messages, work on my phone, reading books, studying on the fucking treadmill. It was taking ages. So steps down to 10k, cardio's been removed. We're training this week, but we're gonna leave reps in reserve, especially as we get closer up to the photo shoot as well. And then we're also gonna be doing what will be high days, so refeed days where we push in more carbohydrates from Tuesday evening, Wednesday, Thursday, leading into Friday for the photo shoot. So make sure you stick around for this week because I'm going to be making a couple other videos as well, covering everything heading into the shoot, and this is going to be fucking awesome. So 8 a.m. messages have been boxed off with the one-to-one lads, and then on top of that, I've also done 3.5k steps. So the day's been set off to a lovely start. One of the lads messaged me, believe it or not, with an illness. He woke up, he had the flu, and straight like that, bang, he's got a recovery plan of action for this week. So that's why it's so crucial that for me as a coach, I'm getting back to the lads 3 times over the day. So if anything comes up, any issues arise, then I can help them out and make sure that they're all on track to get a result. And that brings me on to my next point, that if you would like 4 weeks of free one-to-one coaching, then you can do so by clicking the link in the description. Nutrition goals, training plans, accountability, weekly updates, supplementation, everything that you need to get lean as we head into the summer, all completely free of charge. Click the link in the description to access it now. But anyways, I'm going to show you the food shop that we've got. So this is how the cupboards are looking. We've got obviously all of Gabriel's stuff at the top. He's got his chicken, his potato, tomatoes. That's my potato on the middle shelf. A load of zucchini as well, because it's super good on digestion and it's actually got a lot more volume than broccoli, double the amount. And then we've got some high protein yogurt too. And then we've also got, I managed to find some sriracha. So could you believe that sriracha? It was €9 for a big tub. Literally looked all over the fucking place. One random market had some sriracha, so fuck yeah, I got on the sriracha. We've got this sauce, peri peri, which is like low calorie sauce, so I'm actually having a little bit more of this on top of my sriracha. We've also got, if we take a look in the fridge, I managed to get some of these fillet extra tierno, which means extra tender. So I couldn't find any lean beef mince out here, and I was like, right, what can I do? I need to have red meat once a day. So then I thought, okay, what I'll do is I'll look for some steaks, and these were actually pretty cheap. When we look at it, 400 grams for about a fiver, so they weren't that cheap. But I'm trying to enjoy myself in Marbella anyways, because I'm not going to be here forever. Gabriel's got his eggs, and then we've also got in the fridge loads of frozen berries, of course, because you know your boy loves frozen berries, and then frozen prawn as well. On top of that, if we take a look, I managed to source dark chocolate, honey, which we'll be using for peak week, along with rice cakes, which are under here. So these will be the rice-based products that we use on the photo shoot, sorry. Got oats, instant oats. Managed to bring out all my whey protein, so you can see that here. And then more whey protein. And then we've also got jasmine rice, which again, was a nightmare to find, like literally a nightmare to find. And it cost about €6 as well. So yeah, got some jasmine rice. And then supplementation as well. We've got electrolytes, beta-alanine, so that'll give me the tingles. And then we've also got pre-workout stim, creatine, and then pump pre-workout. So yeah, that looked sus as fuck. Going through security, but they didn't flag me for it. And remember, if you're traveling, guys, you can take supplements away with you. And on top of that, I've also got Rise chocolate cookie blast protein, and then I've also got Rise Skippies peanut butter protein. So I bought out loads of supplements. I'm a man that loves supplements, all right? That took up about 3-4 kilos in my suitcase. So my nutrition plan for this week, in terms of Monday today, is just gonna be standard training day nutrition, which I'll put the macros, I'll tell you the macros for it now. No, I'll put the macros on the screen now for my standard training day. It will be 200 grams of carbs, 185 grams of protein, and then 40 grams of fat, around the 1900 calorie mark. That's what I'm eating today. And then I've obviously told you the plan in terms of my output as well. So I'm literally just eating these macros for one more day now, which is exciting, to be honest, because I'm going to be eating more fucking food. But still eating 6 meals over the day. I'm still more or less following the same nutrition plan that I was following in Australia. And just because I'm in Marbella, my routine's not changing with coaching, with nutrition, with training. I've just put a little bit more time to the side to record content and not do any calls with the lads this week. Now, this weekend, going to be a little bit different. I will be going out, I will be partying, I will be eating some good food. I know what my first off-plan meal is going to be already, but I'm not going to go too fucking crazy with it, which is a big thing. A lot of people, they end up doing their photo shoot, reversing out and fucking themselves over when they've got a big long runway to grow, and I've got that big long runway right now, and that is not what I will be doing. I even brought the fucking mini whisk out here because I ordered this from Amazon. I couldn't get it in any shops in Australia. And this mini whisk, when I'm making instant oats, Greek yogurt, cream of rice, is actually just a game changer. If you're not on a mini whisk, it costs you about a £5 off Amazon, will change the game for you. Couldn't recommend it enough, and I even brought mine to fucking Marbella. So we have got the chocolate cookie blast Greek yogurt bowl. It's currently 8:30 a.m. Nice and low carb, so it doesn't spike my insulin. A little bit of fats in there, but mainly protein, right? Now, this meal, I'm gonna have this now. It's not got any stevia in, so normally I would add granulated stevia to my meals back the last week and the week before that. But this week, strictly, it's gonna be no stevia, no carbonated drinks, so I can keep bloat minimal. So I'm gonna have this meal. So we've got strawberries in there. So 200 grams strawberries, 250 yogurt, 20 gram of protein, 10 gram of dark chocolate, 85%. And one thing I've noticed already since being here in mainland Europe is the berries and the fruit. It's cheaper and it's fresher and it's better. Even though these are frozen, I still prefer these. I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna get this meal down anyways. Taste fucking banging. Whoa. Lavazza, would you look at that? My favourite Just opposite the apartment there is a coffee spot, and it sells Lavazza Italian coffee, which is, if you've been following the YouTube, you'll know that I was actually buying Lavazza coffee beans out in Australia, and I love Italian coffee, but this will be real Italian stuff from Italy. So let's have a little taste. It tastes absolutely unreal, absolutely unreal. So what I'm gonna do is, every day that I'm here, I'm gonna come down to this coffee spot, gonna get an Italian coffee. I've cleared my WhatsApp messages. Now I'm going through my Instagram messages. I'm getting a lot of people message me whilst I'm in Marbella. So I'm interacting with everyone and making sure that I can keep on top of that, because I want everyone on my Instagram, whether they're a client or not, to be able to have a chat with me. So I'm gonna get back to messages, and then I'm gonna have this, and then I'll get straight into dice check-ins. So I'm buzzing to check them lads in. So let's have this coffee and get back to some messages. That was fucking 10 out of 10. Time to get back and do the check-ins for the dice lads. So the dice lads have all been checked in, all of them smashing it, and I thought, why not give you all an apartment tour whilst we're here. So this is the view from outside. You can see you've got all of, it's not Port Banus down there, but it's like the main road where all the fucking Ferraris and fast cars drive by at night and keep me up, so annoying. But anyways, we've got the kitchen here. So as you can see, just a typical kitchen, but this is why I like getting an Airbnb when I'm away, if I ever go on holiday, purely because you can cook your own food, and that's what we're doing this week whilst we're on the photo shoot prep. Got a microwave, so we've been using that. Also, obviously got the hob, and then just a little game changer for everyone as well that I'd bring up is, if you are going away, is get one of these microwave rice cookers to take, and you can steam veggies in it, potatoes, rice. I'll be cooking my rice in it, but literally just a plastic pot, and then it comes with a lid, and you can literally just steam your food for 10 minutes, and I just brought that away with me, paired with the mini whisk that I showed you earlier as well. But anyways, let's take a look. Let's come through. Obviously, we've got the Dolce Gusto, the espresso pods. To be honest, I'm feeling like I need to have another one of them with the 6 hours sleep I got last night. Bathroom, which is pretty box standard bathroom. As you can see here, we've got all of our bits, got all of our supplements here, weighing scales, portable travel scales. Another massive tip that I'd give to anyone that's traveling: get some portable travel scales, and don't look at my dogs as well, because they're not nice. Anyways, this is my bedroom, so this is where we come in and we take our check-in photos every single morning, just with that light in here. And then we've obviously got the wall here as well, so this is where we're doing photos every morning, and you can see we've got a better view actually of the outdoors bit just here. Absolutely amazing. Would you look at that? YSL, the best spray known to man. If you know, you know. And then we've also got the Tom Fords. I'm actually thinking about getting a new pair of sunnies though. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen a few designer sunny shops. I don't buy designer clothes. I don't go crazy on it, but I do like designer accessories, like nice watches and sunnies. So we'll have to see. But anyways, we've got the main living room area. Got Gabriel doing his work, he's locked in, and then this is just where I've been sat down now, just doing my work, and me and Gabriel were just like taking turns using the desk. And I think we're actually going to go out and work at a coffee shop over the next couple of days, which is going to be exciting. And then we've got Gabriel's room as well, so he's just put the double beds together. I managed to get here first, so I secured the nice room. But out the front there's just a long strip of all of the apartments down here. So me and Gabriel, what we're doing is we're just going out there, walk up and down to get our messages in every single day when we're doing our messages on our phone. So yeah, that's an apartment tour. We've more or less got an hour now until we've got to go and meet our coach for an in-person check-in, which is going to be exciting. And then we're going to train pull as well, so I'll try and get some clips there when we're training. Oxygen gym. What are we in for today, Gabriel? Big pool day. Let's fucking have it. Wait, this is wicked. Mate, this gym is mental. This is definitely the best one. This is way better than any. So we're just off to meet the boss. There he is. It's the man himself. He's the one that's getting me shredded for this shoot.
How are you?
We're good.
Yeah. Just got here.
Yes, mate. Sorry about that, mate. We were trying to get a fucking taxi for ages. So we've just finished up our in-person session with Ben. We just sat down, just getting a little double espresso at 2 o'clock, and then I've got a business call at 2:30 with my mentor, so I've got to get to that, and then we're going to get back to some more work, a little webinar to record, and then that'll be it for the day. So you're probably thinking, why has Zach got the Tom Fords on? Well, reason I've got them on is because I've just recorded a weekly 30-minute webinar for the Diced group coaching lads on success after Diced. So we obviously trained earlier. I got back. I've been filming a little bit of content for Instagram, and then I've just filmed that webinar for the Diced lads who are on with the group coaching. And it's essentially 6:30. I'm going to get back to some messages, going to go and have a decaf coffee, and then I'm going to show you one of my final meals throughout the day as well. So yeah, still getting to work out in Marbella despite obviously the peak week, and we're being very productive, me and Gabriel both. He's down there working as well. Just in the kitchen now for meal number 5, which is going down. We have got, I couldn't get hold of any beef mince, couldn't source any lean 5% beef mince, so we've got super lean, it's like tierne is the word for it, steak, which has got the same macros, so I got some of that. It's just a little bit more expensive. Days like today where I was out in Marbella training with Gabriel and my coach Ben, it was just such like an awesome day. Like, I enjoyed it so much. It was just good to meet my coach in person, good to get a good session in training in one of the best gyms in Marbella. He was happy, but he basically said that the more water I drink, the more food I have over the day, the more watery I get. So what that means is that when Thursday comes round, I'm gonna be depleting massively and basically eating and drinking next to fuck all, which I'm a little bit worried about. So we'll have to see how that goes. But for the time being, we're just on normal training day nutrition. And obviously I'm gonna show you this meal now. Last little bit as well, guys, I caved in. No one's gonna like this. With the sun out in Marbella, I've got to say, I've got to show everyone. I got a little vape to keep me going, just because everyone's doing it. I went into the shops, Gabriel's got one, and you know what? I thought I'll have a little vape. If things get tough with my appetite, then I'll have a little too, and then when I go home, that's going to be me done. So I've got to come clean, I've got to show everyone that. But I'm making this meal now anyways. We have got what is lean beef, and then 100 grams, 200 grams of zucchini, and then 100 grams of potato going down. Of course, I'm going to be, and of course we've got sriracha on there. I'm going to have a little bit of the lean beef. Super tender, super tender. Bit of zucchini, burnt. But it tastes good. I'm gonna get this meal down, and then me and Gabriel we're gonna go for a decaf coffee, and I'm gonna get back to messages. So yeah, this is banging.
Shred check.
Bloated.
It's quite worrying, isn't it? We're supposed to go to the photo shoot on Friday. Nah, do you know what? Wait for the light,
Give it a rev. Whoa, I'm gonna have one of them one day. So just coming to the end of the day now, and I've got WhatsApps to clear. Me and Gabriel, we're sat downstairs, and we've got a decaf espresso, Italian espresso. And Gabriel's having his biscuit because he doesn't care that he's on a photo shoot prep. Go on, what's the taste? Bosh. 10-10. But that is a wrap up for a full day in the life. 4 days out from my photo shoot in Marbella. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned because I will be making plenty more videos whilst I'm out in Marbella. So make sure you stick around.